You know, sometimes I just want a day where I can feel not ADHD without the medication. Today I'm going to talk to you about a couple of products that I'm taking. They're just a few supplements that I'm trying out and seeing how it affects me every day. So stay tuned and check it out. So the first product I'm going to try out is Ginseng. Not only ginseng, but it's got Ginko Biloba in it as well. The reason why I'm taking this is because I was looking at a few herbal things that I could take maybe instead of the tablets. It helps to promote mental alertness and helps to maintain circulation to the extremities. Ginseng is a clever little herb that helps promote vitality and maintain mental alertness. Okay, so I'm just checking out another website here. It's a little report done by some medical doctors, and there's a little bit on here about ginseng and Ginkgo biloba. So it says studies have shown that ginkgo and ginseng can improve learning in animals and humans. These herbs affect neurotransmitter systems and are known to be natural cognitive activators. A few studies of ginkgo and ginseng in people with ADHD have shown weak or mixed results. This is probably because the majority of people with ADHD do not benefit from these herbs. However, we find that a small number of individuals improve considerably. So again, it's trial and error. You might want to give it a try just to see if it works for you. In situations where the person has not responded well to standard treatments or does not want prescription medications, it is reasonable to try these herbs. Extracted from leaves in the maidenhair tree, has been used for centuries in traditional Chinese medicine to treat cognitive and memory impairment. The mechanisms of action believed to be responsible for the effects of various components of the extract include increasing blood supply to brain tissues by dilating blood vessels and reducing blood viscosity, stimulating the activity of neurotransmitter systems including dopamine, stimulating the brain's wake-up pathways in the reticular activating system. And there's a whole bunch of more information here. You can check this out. It's on cms.herbalgram.org for more details. So basically what it is it transports more blood around your system more efficiently, right? So it's kind of like a vasodilator where it expands your blood vessels, and I suppose if you have better blood flow, you're going to get more blood flow to your brain. So I can understand why that is going to make you concentrate better, right? It's going to improve your cognition. I take this every morning and I just have it with my coffee, but I've got to be honest, you've got to take quite a lot of it to feel anything significant. As a lot with these natural supplements, unless you're taking a high amount of it, you're not really going to feel anything amazing. It's just a slight little boost, that's all. So I'm not sure whether it's something worth investing in the long run, but it's definitely helped a little bit, just a little bit. I remember when I did take this ginseng, I did feel some kind of tingling. I could almost feel like hot blood rushing through my system. And I know that sounds a bit terrifying, but it was subtle. So I knew that it was working on some degree. Who knows, maybe if I had a higher dose, I'd get a lot more effect out of it. And the next supplement I'm trying is something called L-Tyrosine. This is an amino acid. It doesn't taste of anything. It's just a white powder. You can mix it with water. Take about a teaspoon of it. With the tyrosine, I did notice a bit of a rush after taking it. It's quite short lasting, so I don't think it's something that you will have the same effect, say like from Concerta. It won't be anything like a slow release medication for ADHD. It's more kind of like a Ritalin kind of effect, I'd say. That's the closest comparison I could probably make. But it's more, it kind of like gives you a bit of a high, you know. It's elates you, you know. It sort of gives you the endorphin rush, the dopamine, the feel-good energy. So let's see why this is good for us. So according to Attitude, ADHD was the first disorder found to be the result of a deficiency of a specific neurotransmitter, in this case norepinephrine. So L-tyrosine is a nootropic supplement that enhances your brain, mood and stress response. Tyrosine is a precursor for three important neurotransmitters: dopamine, norepinephrine and adrenaline. L-tyrosine is also great for boosting mood. So yeah, it's giving you it's increasing the productivity of your brain. It's making you feel better, so obviously you're going to be able to focus better in that case. Treatment of attention deficit hyperactivity disorder with amino acid precursors, blah blah blah. So the results. A total of 67% of participants achieved significant improvement with only amino acid precursors of serotonin and dopamine. The total percentage of patients showing significant improvement was 77%. So it's obviously quite powerful. And finally, to help me sleep, I take a little something called 5-HTP, 5-hydroxytryptophan. Apparently this is really good for depression and sleep, so I take this at night time. I've heard accounts of people taking it together to balance things out between serotonin and dopamine. Again, I haven't really noticed anything incredible, it's just only slight results. Maybe over time it'll build up in my system and I'll have more of an effect out of it, who knows. 5-HTP is a naturally occurring amino acid, a precursor to the neurotransmitter serotonin and an immediate in tryptophan metabolism. So it's pretty complicated. You can see how it all sort of ties in together, all these chemicals all play a role in our brains, and is especially important for ADHD. So 5-HTP has been shown to naturally boost serotonin levels. 5-HTP has been shown to stimulate the faulty serotonin receptors to produce and metabolize serotonin correctly. Additional studies have shown that due to the increase of serotonin, additional symptoms associated with ADHD, including sleep disorders and anxiety, subside. There's no specific dosage listed for ADHD, however a recognized safe dosage for 5-HTP is between 50 mg and 200 mg. But as with all supplements, I think it's best to just try it out and see what works for you, see how your body responds, right? I think probably the best approach you can do is maybe try one for a week, every single day, see if you notice any changes. If not, try another one. But also, you could also try combining multitude of different supplements, because I find that sometimes if you have a whole bunch of different things together, it can give you the optimal brain performance. Even though I don't like to buy a lot of supplements, I'd rather try some natural things and see if that works instead of the medication. So these are all manufactured, so I know they're not really the best for you, but sometimes you just can't get the same effect from food, right? You'd have to eat maybe a whole bunch of superfoods, or you'd have to eat an extremely large amount of them. So, I mean, this is why supplements can help. Not quite sure if the 5-HTP has actually helped with sleep as such, because I've still noticed my mind being quite overly active at night. But I think overall I feel happier than I used to, so I know whatever I'm doing, it's working. But again, it could be a combination of all these things I'm doing, improving my diet, supplementing, improving my lifestyle, my sleep habits, so it's probably all a big conglomeration. So let me know if there's anything that you're trying out, and if there's any supplements that I haven't suggested here. I'd be interested to know if anything else works. Much appreciated if you hit the like button and subscribe, and I'll see you next time, guys. Thanks a lot.